If it gets right. Okay, okay, hit chain. Oh my goodness, fuck. Welcome back to Disc and Ball's golf channel, where today we are playing Swampy Acres disc golf course in New Orleans, Louisiana. And it lives up to its name. Just a little bit of rain and it gets somewhat soggy, and the mosquitoes are endless. So, and one thing I've noticed about like Louisiana mosquitoes compared to Texas, or Corpus Christi anyway, I don't seem to mind the cold as much. So it's like 40 something degrees and there are already mosquitoes just buzzing around. I already sprayed myself down, hosed myself down with like 40% DEET, trying to avoid the mosquitoes because I fucking hate those things. So yeah, Swampy Acres is a 12-hole course. It is the second jankiest layout I've ever seen. The first jankiest is another one on this course I'll be doing eventually, like drone fly-throughs, playthroughs. Speaking of drones, I'll probably have some fly-throughs just to show you some of the weirdness on some of these holes. There's like 12 places where they intersect, and where if you had more than, I don't know, say 4 people on a course, you'd be throwing over or across people, and you're throwing over some baskets, over some tee pads. It's the Wild Wild West. So yeah, very interesting course. Pretty fun though, like reasonably challenging. You got some like where you're throwing off of embankments, you're throwing over embankments into blind fields. So we'll get right into it. Hole 1 is a 423-foot par 4. I'm going to usually be going from the right side of the post here. It's kind of janky because it's all grass pads, but it's straight down there under the trees. I think it's a reasonable par 4. I don't think, unless you have major bomber power, you can flex something up over the trees. You're probably not getting there in one, so pretty reasonable. We got a little, so right here it feels like a tailwind. Over there it feels like a headwind. I trust over there more because the disc is going to go over there ideally. So I'm just going to try and put this flat, it's a Wraith, flat, and turn over in front of the catch cam ideally. Yeah, that's might be the best I've ever done here. That's a great start. That's the drive like that, it should be a ho-hum birdie. Yeah, that's actually fantastic. Okay, so we got 114 in, low shot. As long as I don't fuck this up, it should be a really basic birdie here. The biggest fuck up would be hitting these and going way short. Oh, sit down. That's gonna be fine. Okay. It turned over a little bit more to the right than I was expecting. I haven't had the Wizard do that on a shorter shot like that in a while. It felt awful, but 12 feet for birdie is like not bad. At all. So this weird jank is the teeing area for number 2. Run down the ditch and run up the ditch, I guess. Yeah, there's no way to throw a decent backhand when you're throwing at like a, I don't know, 45 degree. Okay, maybe it's not 40, maybe it's 30 something. It's a giant slope. And then the basket is, I think it's that tree there-ish. It doesn't matter. I got the drone thing going. Over the yard, over this fenced-in area, and then to the basket. Okay, we're going Beef Destroyer, just throwing it out to the left. The wind is coming from the left, so it should just take it and glide a lot. Which tree is it again? Fuck. As long as I throw this high enough, it'll get back to the right. Oh, there's a fucking bug in my ear hole. Dude, it landed. Oh, it was right in my fucking... That's horrible. Fucking mosquitoes. Get the fuck out of here. Fight out any day now. There we go. Go in. That's really fucking good, I think. If it's pointed at the right tree. That's pretty good. Fucking unbelievable. It's in my eye as I'm putting. There we go. Strong start so far. Okay, so here's what we have to work with from this tee pad. 528 feet, limited run up. James Conrad would hate this. But really, it's 528 downhill. And today it's downwind. It's like, this should be a par 4. Going leopard 3. If I land in front of my catch can, that's great. Anything past that group of trees is fine. But yeah, you're going over 2's basket, over 4's tee pad, to a par 5 basket that shouldn't be a par 5. Come on, stay up. Don't hit those trees. You think like there's so much fairway, and I hit like the only group of trees there. So we have about 257 in through this gap, or there's not really much of a hyzer that I like anyway. There's a forehand line, and I might just take that to take all this little tiny stuff out of play, because originally I was thinking backhand down the gap, but this footing is not stellar. And that field is the swampiest part of the acreage. So I figure if I go around it with a Phoenix, like, that's way easier than trying to deal with awkward footing. Hell, even this footing might be awkward. All those run up could be kind of weird. Okay, so anyway, fuck this thing. 250, huh? Oh, it's so far right. Spike. Okay, that's a putt. It's not a great putt, but it's a putt. This, I like, it should be a par 4, and I always feel bad about taking a 4, because it's like such a basic hole. That's still in circle. I don't know what I'm complaining about. "28 feet. I think from 28 feet I should be a lot closer a lot of the time. From 250. Slight uphill, weird wind. Let's give it a chance. Oh, damn it. It's a disappointing 4. Now we get to backtrack, because remember how we threw over 4's tee before? Yeah. So hole 4 is a 440 foot par 4. That's about right. I mean, you really, not a lot of people have 400 foot power as an amateur, especially it's a little exposed to wind. I think it's a little cross helping, which means I'm going to try and get a little squirrely with the Valkyrie. But over this little road, there's no rules about OB, because like, I don't think whoever designed it even had a concept of OB. It seems like a very casual design is what I'm saying. But over the little road, out into the open, anywhere out there is like usually birdie city. Burning one into the ditch here is the worst possible thing to do. So the goal is get it up, get it over, let it get a full, beautiful, sexy flight. And this time I will be going from the left side because this is kind of jank and you got trees. So this is one of the holes where I throw from the left side of the pad because everything else is kind of fucked. Oh, if it flies. Okay, it never really stabled up. I mean, got a nice left to right ride. I just need to aim like 300 feet to the left. Just for good measure. It's on my piece. With my luck, in 20 years, I'm gonna find that DEET's like infinitely carcinogenic. My whole head is gonna be one tumor. I mean, some people say that's the case now, but So we're having some play on the embankment. How's this for Dutch angles? Dutch rudder? What? No, that's not at all the same. This should only be like 130. I was completely off. It's 162. The A2 is going to get pushed down, so I can probably just throw this as hard as I want. If I give it height, it'll get back to the left. This should be pretty routine up and down, in theory. Stay right, stay right. Routine up and down. Birdies are all well and good, but I'm going to need some of these jank eagles to break the record here, which is set by Avery Jenkins, actually, UDisc wise. Hole 5 is so weird that it has some charm to it. It is 318 feet allegedly. Can't do a direct laser because it's up over that berm, and got the drone thing going, but yeah, up over that berm, kind of blind. It's almost in line with these pipes that are going up over the thing. So today we're going to throw one way up over the right side. Hopefully it'll catch some glide from the breeze, and then a par here is great. I've thrown with a par typically. It's easy to get caught up on one side of the berm and end up with weird upshots, easy bogeys, stuff like that. Okay, come on, lift and go. Ah, it's over the berm. That's good enough for me. Probably not great though. I would have had to get a weird skip and roll to really be anything useful. Okay, we got a makeable putt here. What, 43, 46, 49 feet, almost. If I continued that pattern, it would have been spot on. Little tailwind, right to left. This is tough because I don't know if it's gonna lift or drop. And so we want kind of a safe bid here. We don't want to get too crazy. Come on. Oh, not bad. It's a good safe miss. I don't mind that. Give it a chance. Didn't quite flutter back in the wind like I'd hoped. Hole 6 is only, I say only 338. It's 338, but it's downhill, so it plays a little bit more reasonable. But with this little headwind, it's probably just gonna be a forehand out here. Hopefully just crushing one up that gets to the basket, or even a putt. A birdie here would go a long way. I just came from running up this slope, so slightly out of breath. Yeah, just destroyer, left side. The other, see, I could hyzer flip something straight, but really with this much breeze, I don't trust it. So a cold breeze, I think a cold breeze affects the discs more than a warmer breeze. And that's a nuke. That's not a good boy. Where is? Oh, there it is. Oh, look at my other red rimmed disc. Oh, it's so far right. Fuck, get down. Not even close. All right, so we're 105 into a little bit of a crossing headwind, right to left headwind. Another chance would love to see the little Annie Berg just let it kind of drift and try and fight its way in, but I don't trust that, so it's gonna be backhand. I don't have the forehand prowess. Is this getting in my fucking? So Berg, 105. Ah, that'll par. Hole 7 is 597, so that's 2 300-footers in theory. So, I mean, I still think it's in par 4 range, although there is just a cluster of trees blocking. So actually the play might just be to put something out over to the left, that way you can just come around the trees, especially with a little left to right today. I didn't bring the disc for that. I wanted to try that Valkyrie move again. Just put it on Annie and just kind of hopefully give it enough time to pan out and really fight down there a ways. Anything past these 2 trees up here, past my bag, is pretty good. To the catch can would be stellar. But I'm thinking I need to work on my course management, because really just putting it out to the left here is probably the smartest, most wide open play. But play what we brought. Oh, that's so far. Okay, well, that's going to be interesting. That's so bad. Okay, so we're left with the world's most awkward fucking run-up. And I just want to go over this path here, I think. Little hyzer flip. Bitch ass. Little hyzer flip, let it ride up. Finish back to the left. So it's either this sublime freetail or the Valkyrie again. And the Valkyrie, I have about 280 in. That wasn't a 280 throw, I don't think. So I think this hole's shorter than it says, because that's pretty trash. Okay. This guy might flip too much. Yeah, let's go with the Valkyrie again. If I end up sucking, I might just throw a funsy for the, see if the freetail was a play, but this is gonna be so funky to get right. I gotta really keep it low and hyzered, ideally. Not great at that. I like to release everything flat. Oh, it didn't really flip up the way I hoped. Oh, that's cool though. I can work with that. So yeah, I think this should probably be a par 4. Because to put it in the modern parlance, no cap, those 2 shots were pretty mid, and we're still looking at eagle. This shouldn't be rewarded by an eagle putt. So what? 26, 27 feet downhill. We didn't get it there with our last eagle from 28. Oh, snuck it in bottom left. Yeah, there's a janky eagle. There's certain phrases. Fucking, I keep kicking over fire ant mounds. It's tripping me the fuck out. Certain phrases that I think are so marketable on this channel. I think jank eagle could be in there if this course gets played enough. Almost inhaled a fucking... Do you like nice, smooth, uncontested run-ups? Me neither. Yeah, we have, if you try and tee off the right side, you're stepping maybe 2 steps on grass before throwing. Maybe. It's gonna be like either here. I guess you could baby step it, but that's fucking abysmal. So we're gonna go off the left side again. I don't think you can see it through the trees, but forehand has a line, and it's usually pretty good. And then backhand, I don't know what's better today. So I think I'm just gonna go with the forehand. I haven't thrown many forehands yet. I'm just trying pulling out there, let the wind kind of carry it a little back. We're not trying the ace run. We're just trying to. If it gets right. Okay, hit change. Oh my goodness, fuck. So much for not trying to ace it right. Dude, that was nasty. What the fuck? That shit was ridiculous. Fucking. Oh, I like tapping birds. So because I don't know what's going to happen here, here's that trailer. I'm just going to look out into the fairway. So hole 9 is 338 feet. It wasn't really accessible like before that trailer got parked there. I did one time have about a circle's edge look by throwing a flip up katana, went through the gap, rode up, and worked its way over there somehow. I don't even know. But yeah, that line is no longer a thing. When these get grown out, like in the spring, it's not even, I doubt there will be a line. And then occasionally you can just put one up over the top on Annie and just let it do whatever the fuck it wants, I guess. I don't even know, but what am I thinking? Here we're just trying to par this one. Our birdie streak's coming to an end. Maybe just straight up the gap, hopefully over the trailer, and then out into the fairway. We're just, like I said, trying to make the 3. The other play would be a huge ass fucking, so a big, maybe a freetail is out over here on a big Simon line. Give the people what they want, the Simon line, right? No, we're trying to score here. It's not, I was gonna say it's not Christmas, but it was just Christmas. That's about as good as I can throw it. Maybe there is a line. Leopard 3, man, that thing is sexy. An unexpected surprise, but a welcome one. What do we got? 40 feet. That is fucking outstanding. I didn't think it was possible. See, here I am just doubting myself the whole time. Let's go. Let's get this. 40 feet. Little downwind. Get down. Fuck. How does that not get pushed down? I was so good. It was dead on line. Just needed to get pushed. We take 3s. This is another one where you're dealing with a little bit of a weird run up on account of starting probably on this downslope. Swampy Acres, yeah, the name says it all. So 243 feet, this is an ace run. Crash in the trees, which is my plan. There's a forehand line. You can even go straight over the middle with like a flat, straight mid-range. All the Claymore, Buzz, whatever your favorite straight mid-range is, just right over the top. I'm in between playing the Glidey Explorer out and just letting it float in, or like a Destroyer and just let it crash. So I don't know. I think Explorer sounds fun. Just throw it as far out as I can and let it glide. Okay, that's pretty far out. Come on. Oh, get down. Fuck. That's so far left on that glide. Pretty good though. I like it. It's a putt. All right, 15 feet. That's about 50% range. Oh man, shouldn't joke about that. Almost missed it low. Ah. Damn, this thing is collecting some beatings. So the tee pad is non-existent for this bad boy. I mean, you could throw from here, I guess, but it's not really in the spirit of it, I don't think. Hole 11's 324. It's tough to get there, especially with this footing. And that's why I'm debating forehand or backhand. Backhand Valkyrie, rip it, let it turn, hopefully stable up a touch at the end. But the footing is really weird and that changes my timing. So I think I'm gonna go with the forehand. It's just the best chance at throwing something decent, tolerable, I guess. So kind of the flippy Heimberg, rip it out there, hopefully it doesn't dump. Come on. There it is. Come on, harder, harder, harder. That's shit. Okay, we got 39 feet. Let's make up for that last missed 40-footer. Little headwind. No, this should be good. Come back. Fuck. Overcorrected. Play a little more ante so that it would kind of float more. Oh, on par. Okay, hole 12, 462. I think solidly par 4. Got hit by the mower recently, apparently. Fuck. Anyway, this is one of those ones where it's like right pad, left pad. Right pad's kind of like a little janky. You're stepping on the left pad puts the tree into play. I don't really know. So we're just going to try to put one down there a decent ways. What do I trust to go a decent ways in a little crosswind like this? Katana? That's too much curve. Grackle. And that'll be fine, I think. It's going a little left. Little hyzer second shot and should be money. Okay, so I got 212 in, which is a straight A2. Just let it finish. The key is to keep it inside the trees on the right, but outside of the posts on the left. Be a slight run up. I forget how far I could throw an A2 backhand, but I mean, I just hit the fucking line. It should be cake. Just right here, right there. That should be good. Skip for me. Oh yeah, money. Whew. Getting there. I like tapping birds. Tapping birds are sweet. Well, there you have it. 12 holes at Swampy Acres. That last birdie puts me at 9 under, which ties Avery Jenkins. Had some opportunities there to set the outright course record. Instead, it's just the 34. Can you say a disappointing 34? No, not on this course. Like I threw some great shots and I had some great opportunities. So it's a challenge. I mean, scoring below par is pretty easy if you're over 800 rated. But the big rounds are possible. Wind plays a factor because it's right off the river, and then just some of the overall jankiness of the over the hills, off the berms. Yeah, so it's very enjoyable. So thank you for joining me. It was like I said, it's definitely worth if you know someone who can get you on base. It's worth checking out. Fun little place. Bring bug spray. I was hosing myself down with 40% DEET because dude, this is gross. So as always, thank you for watching. Hopefully I see you on the course. Dude, the other camera died right as I finished the outro. It's insane.